This week on Outdoor Oklahoma, this may look like a traditional dinner party with friends, but the story of how we got to this point is anything but traditional. You're going to love this show right now on Outdoor Oklahoma. Well, hello and welcome to Outdoor Oklahoma. I'm Todd Craighead. I'm here in front of the Oklahoma Department of Environmental Quality where today's story originated. Oftentimes, co-workers with common interests can become good friends outside the office. And several years ago, in the break room here around lunch, a very special relationship began around the subject of hunting. When we think about mentoring someone, I think most of us probably think about the relationship between a child and an adult. But today we're going to look at a very unconventional mentor relationship, one that transcends cultural barriers from halfway around the world. After hearing Ismat and Tom's story, it's our hope that you'll be inspired to mentor someone yourself this year.
So I born in Dhaka, Bangladesh, which is capital of Bangladesh. It's the size of the country is comparing the size of Oklahoma state, but the population is half of US. So it's a highly crowded country comparing in Oklahoma. When I got a job in Oklahoma State with the Department of Environmental Quality, I had opportunity to travel crisscross across the state. And while I drove across the state, I did not see many people on my way to different locations. But in Bangladesh, you won't see that scenery. You will see people everywhere, wherever you go. So we came here in US as when I was 38. I never drove a car in Bangladesh, so I had to learn how to drive here in Oklahoma. First thing, because without a car in Oklahoma, you are pretty much immobile. The location that I born and brought up, which is a highly densely urban area, so I never have opportunity to use any gun. So I never actually touch a gun in reality before I start hunting practice with Tom Bailey.
Ismat and I have worked together at the Department of Environmental Quality since 2003 and became friends. There's a group of us that kind of eat lunch together in the break room.
So one day I noticed that he brought meat, which is kind of something different than generally we eat meat. So I asked him, what kind of meat is that? It looks like something different. So it's a duck breast. So I was a little bit surprised because duck I know, which I bought from the store, it's not the same meat. I say, what kind of duck is that? Well, it's a wild duck. How did you get that wild duck? So we hunt.
Then one season, as we were getting ready and getting prepared for the season and talking it up, he said, I want to try that.
So when I told him, he was kind of initially, well, are you sure? So what it takes to go hunting. And then he talked about a little bit, and I also started in the internet a little bit. And then I went, well, it looks like adventurous. I felt a little bit interested to ask him again whether he are willing to take me hunting with him. So he used to go with some other people. He probably asked with his hunting buddies. And next season, he said, well, you like to try? We said, well, I like to give it a try. but I don't know how to shoot a gun, how to use a gun, and what else I need to know. So he gave me some briefing, and then okay, I can do that. Then he said, well, you can borrow a gun from me before you buy a gun to see whether you like or not. I mean, that's a good idea. Let's do that. So one day we went with the whole group in a outside location in close to Yukon for practicing to practice shooting. So he showed me the safety feature at the beginning, how to use the gun and all those things, and showed me how to put the ammo inside the gun, and he took a couple of shots. This is the way you need to shoot.
We started going to the shotgun range and shooting clay birds, and then progressed to pigeons and things like that for him to practice shooting skills and learn shooting skills and gun safety, and then duck hunting trips. And he's been a real trooper, just always excited to go. He's very motivated to learn, not crazy about the cold weather. Of course, him growing up in a tropical country, but not crazy about the early mornings, but still he's ready to go. He's right there, and he's just a part of our hunting group now. Some of the unique things about this situation, it's really starting from zero and covering all the elements, the very basics, from the rules and regulations, the laws, the licenses that you need, the equipment, the hunting techniques.
Hunting takes a lot of preparation or preparative work, and once you do the preparative work, you go there, you wait for the birds coming, and then you just become ready to shoot. Once you can shoot a bird, at that time it gives the joy and feeling that you made it. That whole preparation that you did to go out and enjoy the nature and have a just calm and nice environment, but at the end, to get a bird shot down, that's the joyous moment for any hunter, I think.
Since Ismat began hunting, I've seen, of course, his shooting skills improve, his skills of knowing how to set up the decoys. He's learned the different techniques, such as the using wind direction. Well, we saw a lot of geese. Yes, we did. Yes. I think we managed to get one. Yeah, mallard.
So sometimes it happens that we had dry days and then you did not get anything. So that's the, I think, most difficult day for a hunter and for me too. But that's the way the hunting game works.
You know, I've seen him grow from being, when he first started, being very hesitant and not sure of what to do, to now he's just a regular part of our hunting group. He has really grown into a good waterfowl hunter.
All in all, Tom plays as a mentor to me because he talks about what it takes, the preparation and all the preparative works, the license, the safety, the use of a gun. the wind direction, their flight to calm down, and hunter position so that hunter can shoot the gun. All those things I actually knew, or Tom briefed me so that I can be also part of their team and become a efficient member of the team.
I just assumed that Ismat wouldn't be interested in waterfowl hunting at all, and I was very surprised, and it really expanded my horizons and really enhanced my experience by sharing that with a friend, a coworker, and someone with a background that was not involved in hunting at all. But by seeing our excitement for the sport, then he was interested and got involved. Ismat has now progressed to the point where he's buying his own gear and equipment, purchased his own shotgun, layout blinds, camouflage clothing. He knows what to look for on those things, and has become a very good hunter.
So overall, mentoring part of it, he did pretty friendly manner, and also like a teacher teach a friend, but I did not feel that way.
To actually have the, just purely by accident, have the experience of actually taking a coworker and someone who's not grown up in the United States and seeing their excitement for the sport, it's just been a thrill for me. I just feel like I've really been blessed with this special opportunity.
He's my friend, he's my mentor. Also, as long as I have that experience or memory about hunting, I will always remember him as a part of my hunting journey.
To be a mentor to someone doesn't mean that you have to be an expert. It just means that you have to be willing to say yes. Coming up next, we're going to meet Ismat's better half, his wife Fowzia, as she prepares a very traditional Bangladesh dish using some of Ismat's very American waterfowl.
Hello everyone, this is Fowzia. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I am going to cook duck biryani, which I improvised from chicken biryani recipe. Just to mention, biryani is an authentic aromatic dish. It's usually cooked in special occasion in Bangladesh. Because wild duck meat has its own special essence, it goes well as biryani than traditional duck bhuna. Here are the ingredients: 2 pounds duck breast, 2 tablespoons ginger and garlic paste, 1 cup plain yogurt, 1 cup fried onion, 1 teaspoon cumin powder, 1 teaspoon coriander powder, 1 teaspoon biryani masala powder, salt as per taste, 4 tablespoon cooking oil, 2 tablespoon butter, 2 tablespoon ghee, 2 cups sliced onion, 5-6 pieces peeled potatoes, 10-12 piece green chili, 1 pound kali jira rice, which grows in Bangladesh, and this is the finest rice in the world. Just to mention, rice and meat is always 1:2 ratio. Here are 5-6 pieces cinnamon sticks, 2 large bay leaves, 5-6 pieces cloves, 5-6 pieces cardamom, 10-12 pieces raisin, 5-6 pieces dried plum. Now I am going to marinate the meat. With the meat, I am adding 1 tablespoon of ginger and garlic paste. Rest of the ginger paste I am going to use to cook rice, adding plain yogurt, half of the brown onions, rest of the onion will be used for layering and garnishing the plate. All the powder masala mix, some salt, and I am giving it a good mix. I am going to keep it or set aside for 30 minutes. Okay, now that the meat is ready to cook, I am taking some oil in a pan. And let it heat in a moderate flame. Along with this, I am adding some ghee in it. Once both oil and ghee get moderately hot, I am adding bay leaves, cardamoms, 2-3 pieces cinnamon stick, some cloves, and let it heat for 2 to 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, I am adding sliced onions, and let it fry till they are nice golden brown. Now adding those peeled potatoes and fry them for few minutes. Keep stirring this till they are nice golden brown. Now I am going to add marinated meat in it. Giving it a good mix. Now that this is all seared and ready, so I am gonna cover this up and let it cook for 30 minutes in medium heat. While meat is cooking, meantime I am gonna start cooking rice. For this, taking some oil in a pan, adding some ghee and some butter in it, when the oil and ghee get hot, adding some sliced onion, bay leaves, 3 cardamoms, few pieces of cinnamon stick, some cloves, and keep stirring this till they are nice golden brown. Meantime, adding green chilies, Now adding rice. Adding some salt. Ginger and garlic paste. And keep stirring till rice get nice golden brown. Now that the rice get golden brown and the raw flavor of ginger and garlic paste goes away, I am going to add hot water with the rice. And just to mention, it's always 1 to 2 water in rice ratio. Now I am going to cook the rice in high heat for 15 minutes, and I am covering the rice pot with the lid. Now that the rice is halfway cooked, I am taking rice pan and put it in the oven. Now that meat is ready, I am going to take rice out from the oven. Now I am taking half of the rice out and put it in this bowl. Put it in this bowl. And now I am going to layer the meat. Now I am layering the meat on top of the rice. and adding fried onions on top of meat, adding some raisin, plum, more onion, and now on top of meat I'm adding rest of the rice, garnishing with brown onions. And cover this up, and again I am putting rice pan in oven for another 10 minutes at 200° Fahrenheit. Off from the oven. Wow, what a nice smell coming out from this biryani. And now I'm garnishing with some saffron and few drops of rose water. Now it's time for plating. Now that biryani is ready to serve.
Take another paper plate.
It's been a unique pleasure getting to know Fowzia and Ismat. They might have been born halfway around the world into a very different culture, but they have certainly embraced becoming a true Oklahoma family. Hey, thanks for joining us today. For all of us at your Wildlife Department, I'm Todd Craighead, and we'll see you right back here next time on Outdoor Oklahoma.
Each fall, I'm reminded how lucky I am to have learned to hunt from my dad. That's why I decided to pass on my love of hunting to a friend. Seeing the sport again through fresh eyes is an incredible experience. Thanks to a special hunting license in our state, I'm able to show her the ropes. This season, take a friend along and show them what hunting is all about.